Hi friends, it's Deanna here today, and today we're going to be sewing up a beach cover-up. Ellie and Mac just came out with a new bathing suit not that long ago, and there's others in the works, and I am so excited about them. I wanted to create a beach cover-up, and what better pattern to use than the Free Spirit shawl to create this pattern. Now, this pattern is super simple, which is what I love about this, and it can be made with a variety of fabrics. Today I'm using a knit fabric that has just a tiny bit of stretch, not very much, and it's got some kind of lace look to it, which is really nice, kind of see-through, so it's really nice and comfy for beach wear. But you can make this with a woven or with more of a stretch knit. That would be fine because it's just like an oversized comfy fit that goes right over your suit. To make this more of a beachy look, I'm going to be adding a trim at the bottom of the shawl. And I have some really cute options. I really wanted to use this option, but I don't have quite enough of this option to create around the whole bottom. But I also thought I have this bright lime green trim, which is super cute and it would look really, really good. So that's one option. And then I have a lot of this black trim. It's smaller. I wanted to go with the longer so it's more pronounced. But I have more of the smaller version, so I may just go with the smaller version. As I sit here and think about it, I may just put some on the front of the bathing suit cover-up and then go and try to get some more and put it on the back because I really, really, really love how these pom-poms look. So this is the really fun part about this project, that is so easy to sew, and then you can customize it with all kinds of little pretty things at the bottom of it to make it just your own. Let's get started sewing. Okay, first, before I get started sewing, once I cut out my cover, I went ahead and put little clips here and the marks that are going to show me where I start sewing. I've got them on the front and I've got them on the back as well. All right, now we're gonna open this up and we're gonna match the front and back at the top seam. This is another thing that would be good to mark your front and back, top and bottom. That way you know exactly where the top is of the back, because it's kind of hard to tell. It's a rectangle kind of, so it's kind of hard to tell which one's the top and which one's the bottom. But if you have already marked it, you've marked those sides, you can match those up and know that this is the top area. We're matching them right sides together and we're gonna sew that shoulder. You can use any kind of stitch here at the top. If you're using a woven fabric, I would suggest that you finish the raw edge either with a zigzag stitch or with a serger so it's not gonna fray on you. I'm using a knit fabric and it's got not very much stretch anyway, so since it's not gonna be stretching, I'm just going to use a stitch on my sewing machine. I'll probably just use like a longer zigzag stitch to sew it up. But you can use a serger, you can use whatever you want to use for this project. You can even hand stitch it. It's a very easy project. All right, like I said, I'm using a zigzag stitch here at the top to sew this together. All right, friends, the next step for this easy cover up is to hem around the whole edge. Now there's a couple of options for doing that. You can do if you have a woven, you either want to finish the whole raw edge and then fold over and top stitch, or you can do fold over and top stitch. If you have a non-framed fabric, you can just fold over and top stitch, and then you can do a rolled hem if that's something you wanted to do. I've always been kind of scared of rolled hem. I've only done it a couple times, but I want to try it. I'm always telling y'all and encouraging to do the hard thing. You can do it, you can sew it. And then I'm over here being a chicken. No more. So that's what I'm going to do today. I want to go ahead and work on a rolled hem for this pattern. And if you're interested on seeing how I set up my machine for a rolled hem, I will be doing a video. I have a video on my personal YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. I'll add the link on the information box below on how to do that rolled hem on my brother serger that's behind me. So if you want to go check that out. But I'm going to go do a rolled hem around the whole thing, and I'm going to use black thread because I think you'll give it a little bit of extra oomph And then if I use the thinner of these, it'd still be, you know, like a little bit of, because of the black trim, I think it still will look good. So I'm still deciding on the trim, but for now, I'm gonna do that rolled hem. Now, one thing that I would suggest to do is here at the markings where I had the markings for where I'm going to sew it together. I went ahead and removed the clip and added a pin closer into the allowance here on the inside. So that way when I do the whole edge, the hem, I won't lose my markings of where I'm going to attach them together. So I'm gonna go ahead and rolled hem the whole thing. I'm just gonna start anywhere. I think I'm gonna start actually in the middle of the back because we're just going all the way around the whole thing. When I get to the corners, I just go all the way out and then stir back up at the other side. Okay, if you don't put the fabric really close to the knife, this is gonna happen. It's gonna come off of it and it's gonna not actually serge onto the fabric because that's how you're getting on the fabric. It's serging it right to the fabric. So you need to make sure that you get it right close to the edge so that it gets sewn into the fabric. At the end, I just run over it and then I clip it close. All right, friends, rolled hem was definitely the best idea. It looks so good. I love how the edging here kind of looks like, see how it's like bold because of the black contrasting thread. It looks so good. There was nothing to be afraid of for doing that. Make sure you check out that tutorial. I have a full tutorial on how to do a rolled hem on my personal YouTube channel. That's Eloise and Ezra at YouTube, on YouTube. And I'll add a link on the information box below if you want to go check that out. All right, now the last step. This is, again, so easy. We're going to fold it right sides together here at the sides where I marked my points. And if you didn't mark those yet, you can go ahead and mark them now. And I'm going to match up the front and the back right here. And I'm going to pin them together to sew a little tack right here at the arm to create this armhole area here. But we're just going to do a tack here back and forth on each side. Okay, right here, back and forth. And then while we're doing that, the last thing to do, if you want to add some pizzazz to your shawl or to your cover up, we're going to be adding the trim. Now remember, I said I only have a little bit of trim. This is a really cool trim, but I wonder if this trim would look just cute too. It's just little, or I also have the green, and I don't know how much of the green I have. I actually don't even have that much of the green because I made some pillows with this before. The green would be a really nice pop of color. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go with this beautiful trim here and call it a day, and then go to the store and get some more for the back because I really do love it. Now the way I'm going to attach this trim is so easy. You're gonna be like, oh, I should have been attaching cute trim to everything. Literally, we're just gonna top stitch it on. That's it. That's all we're doing. So we're gonna start here at the end. Now, for this trim, you either have to like burn it or zigzag stitch over it, or however you want it to finish off that edge. I'm gonna go get a match and see if I can just burn it and it will work. Okay, so that should keep it from fraying here at the end. And we're just going to literally attach it. You can attach it like right sides together if you wanted to flip it out, like so, like if it was kind of under. But because my whole edging is so pretty, I'm just going to attach it right to the edge, wrong side of the trim, right to the right side of my fabric. Make sure it's the right side. Just want to make sure it's my right side. Yeah, that's the right side of the fabric. And I'm just going to attach it right on. And then at each end, I'm going to burn the trim so it doesn't fray on me. All right, so I'm gonna go around the whole thing like that. All right, first we're gonna go ahead and stitch the side down. And I'm gonna change my thread to a color black so it matches my trim, and you won't be able to see it. And we're gonna top stitch that trim. I'm top stitching using just a straight stitch, but you can use a zigzag stitch if you would like to secure it better. You could even do it on your cover stitch as well. I was just thinking that because I just looked at my cover stitch and my cover stitch has black stitching, black thread. So that would have worked just fine as well. Here at the end, I'm gonna turn and go back and forth to secure the ribbon, or the, what would you call this? The trim. All right. All right, friends, we are done. I love how this turned out. It is so cute. I love the little touch of the rolled hem. I love the pom-poms at the bottom. I gotta get another row for the back, but I think it looks beautiful. I wanted to come out here and show you what it looked like by the water with my Bethany Beauty beach swimsuit. I think it's so cute. My Bethany Beach Beauty swimsuit. I got those mixed up. I love this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Go get your pattern. Make your own beautiful beach cover up for the summer. I'll see you all next time.